Willowbrook was a village full of secrets. The biggest secret was hidden in plain sight. It was the town library. But this was no ordinary library. This library was magic. It only appeared once a month. The magical library only showed itself under the light of a full moon. The library was hard to find. Only children could see it. Grown-ups would walk right past. They never even knew it was there. The children of Willowbrook whispered about the library. They said the books whispered back. The library was a sight to behold. It shimmered under the moonlight. The windows glowed with a warm light. It was like the library was inviting you on an adventure. Would you dare to enter? Max was a curious boy. He loved adventures and stories. He lived in Willowbrook. Max had heard the whispers about the magical library. He was determined to see it for himself. One night, there was a full moon. Max snuck out of bed. He tiptoed to the window. Max peeked out. He gasped. There it was. The library shimmered in the moonlight. It was even more amazing than he imagined. Max knew he had to go inside. He couldn't resist the call of adventure. He crept out of his house and ran towards the library. Max had never been so excited in his life. He couldn't wait to explore. Max was ready to listen to the whispers of the magical books. Max reached the library. The doors swung open as if inviting him inside. Max stepped into a world of wonder. Bookshelves towered over him. They were filled with books of all shapes and sizes. Max could hear faint whispers. They seemed to be coming from the books. He cautiously approached a shelf. Max reached out to touch a book with a leather cover. As his fingers brushed against the old book, it whispered, "Psst, over here," the book hissed. Max was startled. He had never heard a book speak before. The book's pages fluttered open. The book seemed to beckon him closer. Max leaned in to listen. The book whispered a tale of a lost unicorn and a silver key. Max was captivated. He had to know more. As he reached out to touch the book again, everything around him began to spin. Max suddenly found himself in a forest. He was no longer in the library. He was inside the book. Tall trees surrounded him, and sunbeams peeked through the leaves. Max felt a little scared. He was all alone. "Hello?" Max called out. "Who are you?" a voice hooted from above. Max looked up and saw a wise old owl perched on a branch. The owl had bright, knowing eyes. "I'm Max," he said. "I'm lost. Can you help me?" "Lost, are you?" the owl hooted. "I am Orin. This forest can be a tricky place, but do not worry. I will help you find your way." Max was relieved. He had made a friend. He told Orin about the whispering book and the silver key. Orin nodded wisely. "The silver key is a powerful object," he said. "It unlocks a magical door, but finding it will not be easy." Orin told Max to follow a path. It led through the heart of the forest. They walked for what felt like hours and saw many amazing creatures along the way. Max saw talking squirrels and mischievous fairies. Finally, they came to a clearing. In the middle of the clearing stood a unicorn. It was even more beautiful than Max imagined. The unicorn had a shimmering white coat and a golden horn. But the unicorn looked sad. "What's wrong?" Max asked. The unicorn sighed. "I've lost my way," she said. "I can't find my way back to the Whispering Woods." Max wanted to help. He knew he had to show kindness. Orin had told him it was important. "Don't worry," Max said. "We'll help you find your way." Suddenly, a fierce dragon emerged from behind a rock. The dragon was small and green with big, scared eyes. "Don't be afraid," Max said to the dragon. He had to be brave. "We won't hurt you." The dragon looked at Max. It took a deep breath and said, "I'm fire. I'm lost too. I can't find my way back to my cave." Max, Orin, the unicorn, and Fire all set off together. They helped each other find their way. Max showed kindness to Fire even though he was scared. He learned that even dragons can be afraid. As they journeyed, they came across a sparkling stream. Something shimmered in the water. It was a small silver key. Max carefully picked it up. He knew instantly that it was the key from the book. He had found it. But more importantly, Max had learned that courage, wisdom, and kindness were the greatest treasures of all. Suddenly, the world began to spin again. Max found himself back in the library. The book lay open at his feet. He was back in Willowbrook. Max closed the book gently. He knew he would never forget his adventure. He had faced his fears, helped those in need, and discovered the true meaning of courage, wisdom, and kindness. As Max walked home, he smiled. He knew he would always cherish the memory of the magical library and the friends he had made. The full moon shone brightly above. It seemed to wink at Max as if sharing a secret. Max winked back. He knew that some secrets are meant to be shared, especially the magic of a good book.